Hey, how's everyone doing this evening? Let's get magicking, shall we?
I think EU is more adaptable and they're willing to change. And I think North America's talented, ego diff, probably on an individual mechanical skill level, probably better than these players. But at the end of the day, what matters most is winning.
Hey Z, how's it going tonight?
I think they know how to win. You know what I mean? Just the region.
Oh, just gonna jump right into Meowdic, huh?
NA knows how to fucking flick heads and throw down. But how to win? We haven't fully practiced that yet. We'll see. We'll see.
Sand is probably very bad against Pixies. I'm assuming that's what they're on. That's usually what they're playing. Sand is also very bad against Pixies that has no lands. Hey, 26 lands. It was fine. I think we ended up finishing... God, what was our record of that deck yesterday? I think it was 3-2, or 3-2 or 4-2. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember exactly. As long as they don't top deck anything overly extravagant for us, we should be fine here. We're in a pretty good spot here. Opponent mulliganed and is stuck with 2 blanks in their hand. Hopefully they don't top deck just another Kaito. That'd be a little rough. Roll Deep's not a bad pickup.
Got it. I was going to use the arrow keys, but I don't have arrow keys.
Shuffler's doing us a little dirty this evening.
Was that actually bothering you guys? Like, who actually was sitting here going, your camera's not alive, fix it, your camera. Like, is anyone actually sitting here pissed about that?
I do not want an edict. If I Gear Hulk, they just get to double nowhere to run it. I think that's fine. Just forces them to cast both their spells in their hand, I guess. Might as well just sit and draw. Probably just sit and draw, actually. We don't need to be in a hurry here. That sucks. Of course, they top deck at Dreams of Steel and Oil, like the one card that punishes us for the line we took. It's annoying. Oh, baby, that's a good one. Let's stock up. I think we just take stock up land. Blunt tap land so we can draw another card with Maze Mind Tome. Just keep going cards for cards here. They can pick up Dreams if they want to. Stock up again. Take another stock up and a lake. Now we don't need the lake. Probably just want to change the equation. Just keep stocking up. That's fine. to draw our card here. We're not drawing particularly well here. Even through 3 stir, this will be our 3rd stock up, and we're not... I mean, we're drawing a bunch of stock ups, which, like, is never terrible, but... Jace isn't bad. First Jace, Maze Mind Tome. Let's keep doing what we're doing here. Or they drew Kaito, like, is probably what they drew. Oh, they drew this time, ain't big enough. That's fine. We get to counter the Storm Chaser's talent on the way back down. We can Jace plus here. I think it's probably the play. Jace plus, play sewers. See what we find. Doomsday Extractor, huh? That's a good one. That is a stock up. Hopeless Nightmare. That's fine. The attacking juice for 5 is fine here. Milled in for 3. Other Jason hand is lethal. Restless Reef in play is lethal. I don't think we have anything left in our deck that mills them out other than this. A couple removal spells, but should be good here. As long as enough to shut a Tidebinder in hand. So they're gonna have Dreams, Steel and Oil, post board probably. Something to bring the Balos in anyway. That's what they're here for. Hold the Duress. I want one more Oil Deep Gearhole because they're kind of annoying. I don't like the Anoint that much. I like cutting a couple cut downs. Because they turn more into like a mid-range deck post board. And trim on one of the deadly cover-ups. I think is where I like to be. Change the equation here is really good. Trying to get a simpler version of your locked on Pixie list. No, of course. If you want to throw it in the chat, I'd love to take a look at it. We'll swing through it after this game. No issues with that. I enjoy looking through lists. This hand's fine. A little awkward that we have a Murky Sewer. They have the blue, yeah, Fear. We had to rest the Hopeless Nightmare out of their hand. Do we take Kaito now? Probably just taking Kaito, right? I have a harder time beating Kaito than Hopeless Nightmare. Hit me. Preacher time, I would assume. Stock up, see what we find. Cut down and untap land, probably. I'm assuming we're going to hit with Dreams here. Dreams and Hopeless Nightmare, most likely, so our Oil Deep Earhook's going to go away. It'd be nice if we could find a removal spell for that Preacher of the Schism. Hey, Chops, how's it going? Hope you're having a good night. Nice top deck Kaito. It's pretty good for opponent. Well, that's good. At least it's chill now. Yeah, those storms were weird. I think I just Oil Deep, I guess. Yeah, I've always really liked the temp lockdown version of the deck. I think it's like really fun to play and very interesting. It's got a lot of like different lines than you normally see out of those decks. So it's the one I really enjoy playing. Yep, not much we can do about this one, unfortunately. Sometimes you just get Hopeless Nightmared 17 times and you die. That's the unfortunate truth of it. That's why the Pixies list is so damn good. Stands fine. We got turn one to rest, which I really like, and then stock up for 3. I'm saying should be reasonable. I want to be able to take their Hopeless Nightmare if they have one. They are not on Hopeless Nightmare. Do we take stock up or Storm Chaser's Talent? I mean, we're the better, bigger deck, so we're just supposed to take the Storm Chaser's Talent. We play a much better long game than they do. I also think it would just take the 2 lands. Yep, opponent stocks up. We get to play Jace here. Just uncontested Jace this turn seems really good. Could stock up. I think uncontested Jace seems like the play. Whew! It's a good mill. Dude, its stock up's so good. You just kind of, you almost have to play it in the blue decks. It's just so good. I think I'm discarding the Undercity Sewers to start. I'm assuming they're just going to pick it up with Fear and recast. I'll just have second Hopeless Nightmare. Sure. That's pretty good. It's +1 on a Pixie. On tap land, oil deep, there, destroy evil. Force them to kind of have to overextend here. Nothing you can take out of my hand. They're checking coast clear for Obstinate Baloth, which is fair. We discard Dark Slick Shores to this Hopeless Nightmare, then we get to stock up. We're not too bad of a spot here, actually. Kind of like where we're at. Yep, fear back your thing. Probably. This is currently my front runner for what I want to play for the Arena Open. I really like this deck. Doomsday Extractor, Obstinate Baloth, I suppose. I start by attacking for 4. I think we're just going to beat them to death here. Free Baloth. You're a third Hopeless Nightmare. It's pretty good. We have a lot of power coming across the table, though. Attack for 12. Should be good here. They have to put down another blocker to live. Or block with their Risen Reef, and then we still get through with, or we don't get through with any creatures, we knock them down to 1 blocker. Or 0 blockers out of what they have currently, I mean. Sick. That'll do. It's a good way to start the stream. Get a nice win against Esper Pixies. Can't complain about that. That duress off the top was pretty good. I still don't think, like, even without the duress, I don't think we're losing that game. I think we were way too far ahead there with our combat step, putting them so low. Doing good, Clock. How are you doing tonight? Yes, opponent played Nightmare about 1,000,000 times, and it just didn't matter. Because they weren't pressuring us. That was the problem. Like, they were forced to pressure into Jace, so they didn't die to Jace, which then forced them to not be able to attack us, so the life loss from the Hopeless Nightmare didn't matter as much. That and Gear Hulk being able to gain life was honestly really clutch there. These things are coming out of my deck. I think I'm just supposed to play, like, 4th Dark Slick Shores, and then the 4th Undercity Sewers. I think these Murky Sewers are just bad. I like the idea in theory, but in practice they've been less than stellar. Sam, I'm very excited it is time for the weekend. I am pumped. Opponent kept 1 or 2 land Market Gnome do nothing hand. Oh, they're on Esper. Then Esper Artifacts. This Dimir deck has been fantastic, and I love it. I think it is in such a good spot right now that I absolutely love playing it. That's fine. They must be on the Raise the Pass deck. That's what it looks like to me, at least, at the moment. Now that we've actually seen some stuff that they're doing. They must have kept, like, the blue and white is, like, the splash colors almost, so I'm surprised they kept the hand of no black source. Seems aggressive. I want to kill this in response so they can't make a treasure token. They're already, like, kind of stuck on mana, so I do not want to give them a chance to make more mana. But I also don't think that the greedy freebooter is, like, worth a change the equation. I think it's change the equation can hit a better target than that. Like, honestly, this is probably a better target. That's probably, like, a good enough target to counter. Probably want to scry because we do not want to draw land. Another change equation is not the worst thing in the world. The Gorehound. How do I feel about a Snarling Gorehound? No, I don't think we wanted to. I think we were... With the one scry was worth it, but if we didn't draw something decent, I think we wanted to be able to draw a card. I think. So I think we're fine with the way we did it here. Oh my god, I didn't see what step I was in. We missed a draw because I'm an idiot. Luckily, we're under, like, basically zero pressure, but... So, we're gonna deadly cover up and just take their Raise the Pass out of their deck, and I don't think we can lose then. We do need to get, like, one more thing in the graveyard. Really hoping to just, like, peel a Raise the Pass. That would kind of suck. They did, in fact, peel a Raise the Pass, which is a little irritating. Yeah, if we deadly cover up, we win. As long as we can get rid of a Raise the Past. Problem is we need to get one more card in our graveyard to be able to do that. Or one more, like, Surveil card, which this gets exiled, so that won't count. Then a pile on. Sure. Yep, that resolves. Well, we might have. I guess that's probably what we're supposed to do. I mean, as it stands, we're still just not even dead here. Yeah, it is a tough call. I'm not 100% sure what we're supposed to do there. Cut down works to get us what we need. It might have been correct. How you doing, J-Rock? Beats and pain, I accept. I accept the beats and pain. They're left on top. It's gotta be another Raise the Pasts. If they drew Raise the Pass for turn, I might be a little tilted because they scryed or surveilled a bunch of the graveyard, didn't hit it. I'm sorry to hear that, J-Rock. That sucks. I will say, I do get that. It does feel like we haven't gotten a new, like, anything to do in a while. Like, because the last set was kind of rough. It wasn't particularly great, so it feels a lot worse, I think, than it should. I'm having fun still, but I'm a sicko that absolutely loves Standard, and there's been very few Standard formats I didn't like. They don't have anything that just kills us here. Oh, yeah, they do. No, that one doesn't. Yeah, rotation will be nice. I think, yeah, I agree. Rotation will be really nice when it comes through. I don't know. Well, yeah, Foundations also. I mean, Foundations wasn't expected to be a set that was going to do much. I think we want to save the change the equation. But that is unfortunate. Like, I was hoping Foundations would do a little bit more, but it does feel like we've been playing the exact same format for the last fucking 10 years. That was just dumb of me, I guess. I wasn't even thinking that they would just put the Raise the Pass back in their deck so we couldn't exile them. What a fool. Now I think we have to find a duress. Find Doomsday Extractor Jace. I mean, that's pretty good. Doomsday Extractor. We're about to get a lot of sets all the time. We're about to have a very big Standard format all of the time, so they don't have, when I check their graveyard, they don't have anything that actually kills us. They just have a bunch of things that draw them cards. So, like, I don't think we're dead here. I'm also hoping for a surprise. I'm really hoping that they surprise us and ban, like, 4 cards at a Standard. Not that I think that they absolutely have to, but I think bare minimum if they ban Beans and Rage, I think that would help a lot. Kind of starting to lean towards the fact we might have to ban one of the mice, too, the more I think about it. So it might be like Beans, Manifold Mouse, and Monstrous Rage might be what you have to do to make the format a little bit more healthy. The fact that every deck just has to be on one of the extremes is a little frustrating. You'd have to be like a hardcore combo control deck like the deck we're playing, Domain, which just outdoes every mid-range deck possible, or Mono Red, which just punishes everybody. Manifold Mouse is a messed up Magic card. I'm pretty sure we are safe here no matter what. That is the card they needed to find and they never did. Thank goodness. They can pile on my Doomsday Extractor, but it doesn't matter. Pixie's real good. Heartfire Hero might be the target too. That would be an acceptable ban to me as well. Oh, it enters or dies. I did this wrong. I don't know what this card does. Didn't realize when it died it got to shuffle things into. We should have had this game in the bag. We should have just cast Deadly Cover Up and then did the other, and we just win 100%. But this is what I get for not knowing 100% what's going on. I think we still will win, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Don't make me play a control deck. It is insane. I also kind of hope they just get rid of the ley line, also the red ley line. That's just for me though. I hate that card. I don't think that card should have ever been printed. I don't think they will need to ban something from Pixie. I think the reason Pixie's so good is because it has like game against both Domain and Red. Otherwise the deck's like not incredible. It's good, obviously, but it's not like cracked broken or anything, I don't think. They only have one sack outlet. They just take their sack outlets. Exactly, and that's what I think. I don't think the Pixie decks are absurd. I think that you can't beat Pixie and beat the other decks. It's just not possible. So I think you're stuck playing... You can't beat Pixie, Domain, and Red. You just can't do it. Opponent played this game much better than we did. That's possible. In my experience, I feel like there'd be enough that you could do to get to like circumvent that deck, though. I think. Again, I could be wrong. Change of Fusion actually seems pretty bad here. Negate seems pretty good, and Duress seems fine. Anoints are fine. They go for the throw. The Shielded Zodiac seem really bad. I like the Malicious Eclipse. We can probably trim on Jace. The Little Deep Gear Hulk doesn't seem particularly good. Probably kind of go for the throat. Agreed. I think if Aether Drift would have like added meaningful cards, I think it would have mattered too. Because the problem is we're basically playing the same format we've been playing for the last 4 months. Because Aether Drift didn't effectively add anything, so the format's feeling especially stale. Which is not great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're still playing like Duskborn Standard. Exactly. You're not wrong. Yeah, the format, that is a slight problem we have. I think I'm just supposed to kill the Surveil guy. Nothing beats rock, that's right. It is. In this format, it is the mouse. Like, the mouse gives you the best chance to beat everybody. Because your proactive game plan is just so much stronger than any of the other proactive game plans that are floating around. So it's just where you should be, like, focusing your energy. Strange that they're playing Night Air Nevios. Seems like an odd card to have in their deck. Hope begins to fade. Snarling Gorehound. Yep. Really hoping to find a deadly cover-up. We have 4. Or we're just going to mill ourselves, draw a million lands, and die. That'll be fun, too. I think we're supposed to mill ourselves here, as weird as that is. I think we're supposed to attack and then target ourselves with the Risen Reef so that if we do draw a deadly cover-up, it actually matters. We milled 1 deadly cover-up. We still have 3 left in the deck. Malicious Eclipse also wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We go to 3. Our deck just did not function this game, which is a little frustrating. I feel like that matchup's probably like fairly good for us on average. We just didn't really get functional draw the second game. In game 1, we kind of floundered around. We did punt game 1, though. Oh, wait. Before we start, I wanted to change mana base around a little bit. I do want 4th one of those, and 4th one of these, and none of these. The Oracle is interesting. The Oracle seems like really good, actually. Like, it does it on enter and die. So I think that card's like probably really good in that deck. I just started seeing people start to play the Oracle in the Omniscience decks, and it seems pretty good. Seems very powerful. Can't keep that one. Can't keep this one. Throw River back. So, we're trying it as like a replacement for Obliterator to see if it's better, because it's better in some matchups. I don't know if it's going to actually be better, but I figured I'd give it a fair shake and see what we think. We're going to keep that and hope they're not on mono white tokens. It very well might just be wrong to play that instead of the Obliterators. Oil Deep's like pretty good in the same matchups. Guardian of New Benalia. Hey Stokes, how's it going tonight? Yeah, we take the 2 damage here and then decide if we want to change the equation or shield with Edict. Ketra Moose? Well, I think I'd honestly rather get the Guardian out of here. Hope so. Hopefully we have a good qualifier weekend. It'd be nice. Probably get this Reef out of here. Our draws tonight have been fairly underwhelming. Yeah, that's a Monument. That is another card that's not particularly great for us. I suppose we play Blast Zone, take it up to 3 so we can get rid of Monument. Is Blast Zone coming in clutch here? Yeah, no, right? Get the bad draws out of the way right now. We have gotten, like, fairly mana flooded the last, like, 4 hands we've drawn of this deck. It's a little frustrating. I would like to put 2 charge counters on here. This costs 3 to activate, right? We want to play untap land this turn then, so we can hold up change the equation with our Blasty Zone. Cycle and Night Market. I think I'm just cracking this thing now. Like, ideally, we would have been able to get lucky and get the garden with it, but I think we just want to make sure that the thing is gone now. Oh, second monument. It's so bad. We have to counter this. Curious as to what the Moose is doing in their deck. Moose does not seem particularly great in their shell, but now we can't deadly cover up either. We'll just mill them for 4 here. Hey, thank you for the raid, Darkest Mage. Hopefully your stream went well. We're getting kind of catch remoosed right now. Not the greatest thing in the world, but you know, it happens. We've drawn, I think, lands on almost every one of our draw steps. Oh, they're playing the Rip in the main, huh? Okay. That'll do it, I guess. Ketramos is active and going. Yeah, I'm a little confused by the Ketra as well. Oh, man. Come on, deck. Let's stop doing this, please. I just want to draw spells. How'd the end of your stream go? Darkest Mage, you find any other decks you're happy with? They're playing the Flail, too? Look at that. They found the infinite discard outlet. I mean, Flail on the Moose isn't terrible, right? I mean, they get to bolt us twice here and bolt us twice on our turn. I don't think there's any way we win here. What does that card do? Destroy target non-token artifact or enchantment opponent controls. Incubate 2. Okay. They're playing a full set of those things in their deck. I guess we're just dead to the Catcher Moose. Because Catcher Moose can attack us for 6, and then we take 18 total. We've been moosed, chat. We've been moosed. Alright, so here we definitely want to be full-blown combo, I suppose. River Churns seem fine. Negates seem good. Cut downs seem terrible. Anoints are fine. Go for the Throats are bad. Malicious Eclipse is probably fine. Oiled Deeps are probably fine. I don't know if we want a full set of them, but a couple of them is probably okay. Change the Equation doesn't seem particularly good. Let's try that. See what we think. Opponent's Rip turning their Ketra on is pretty good. That was one of the first things we tried to Ketra most, is like a free way to turn it on. Not the most impressive main deck card, not the worst thing in the world either. Oh man, this hand's real slow. I think we keep it though, because their deck's probably not, or from what we saw at least last game, it's not super aggressive. Unless they have aggressive draws. We do want second blue source, so we can cast these Gear Hulks. Hope these Gear Hulks do some work for us. A little frustrating where our Gear Hulks are going to come down the turn after their Monument, which is going to be a little rough. Which means we'll have to Gear Hulk ourselves. There's a Guardian of Nubenalia. Plus here we just play Jace plus on the Guardian. Hopefully they don't just curve into the monument here. It's like the scary draw. Guardian into monument's really good. They had the thing, chat. Oh, we have the Doomsday Extractor, though. I think I'm going to Oil Deep Gearhulk myself and ditch this cover-up and just try to hit 6th land for Doomsday Extractor plus Jace. Just try to wombo combo him. It's going to play incredibly defensive here. Protect Jace at all costs and try to keep our life total just high enough so we don't die to like double monument. Artifacts are definitely our weakness, weirdly enough, in the blue-black deck that cannot interact with more artifacts. I love it. It's my favorite Jace art for this Jace. I can take our Doomsday Extractor. We have a lot. We have less removal spells in our deck for that Deep Cavern Bat now. We've got 2 Deadly Cover-Ups, a Malicious Eclipse. Shield Edict doesn't work, Anoint works. Oh, they didn't realize I had the Ward 1. It's unfortunate for opponent. We're going to Gearhulk ourselves. Discard Restless Reef. Found a Rest, which is pretty darn terrible against the Monument. Reef, go. Attack for 4. They're going to block game. Oh, they must multi-cards in their hand. That's good to know. I do want to keep our life total high, though, from the Monument, that we're not getting bolted out. It's like the scary thing is getting killed by multiple Monuments. They don't want the Moose. It's interesting. Second Guardian. Okay. Are we supposed to just be going on the offensive here? That seems wrong, right? I have not made a final decision on the Gearhulks yet. I have not. I still don't know how I feel about the Gearhulks. They have a Moose in hand. Okay. Attack rate. They can save both their Guardians here. We're going to take their Deep Cavern Bats. I actually don't know if they would have been better as Obliterators here. They probably would. The lifelink, though, I think was fairly relevant. I mean, if they did draw a second Monument, it would be in kind of a rough spot without the lifelink. To be fair, they didn't block either time we've attacked with it anyway. So they have 3 Legions of Ash and 3 Bitter Triumphs that they are drawing to kill my Jace. Alright. We know we need to dodge. Your move, opponent. I agree. I think that turn they're supposed to, since I think 99% of the time they're going to be discarding a card to the Guardian anyway that turn. I feel like the block is basically free, so the fact they didn't block is a little weird to me. Same with the turn before. I feel like both turns they're going to be discarding for a free